Welcome to 5-Minute Mediumship, and in this video I just wanted to share with you the 3 key things that I feel that you need to have in order to be able to teach. So I know that some of you are thinking about teaching mediumship and you're thinking about setting up your own development groups, and in some cases you may already be doing that and teaching people how to connect and link with the spirit world and with contacts. And I just thought that it would be useful and hopefully helpful to share with you 3 things that I feel it's important you have to have in order to be able to teach. And the first of those is you have to know your subject. You can't teach what you don't know, and particularly with spirit, where there's such an unknown quantity to so much of the work we do. So much of the work that we do is intuitive, it's felt, it's understood in a way that is not necessarily a logical way or a logical process. And so much of what we work with and evidence with the spirit world is subjective evidence rather than objective evidence. And so you have to know your subject. And no matter what you're teaching, you have to be well versed in it. You have to have walked the path that your students are going to walk, so you have to know your subject. The second thing that you need, and this may sound really simple, but it's absolutely essential, is you have to have the desire to share what you know. And I know that might sound like a really strange thing to say, but not everybody does have a desire to share. They're quite happy to go on doing the work that they're doing in whichever field that they're doing it, and they don't necessarily want to be the conduit between the information they know getting to another person who can take that forward for them in their way, in the way that they want to progress their work. And the third thing that you need to have in order to be able to teach successfully is to actually be able to share that knowledge, that information in a variety of ways, because everybody learns differently. So you need to be able to explain what you're talking about, what you're sharing, what you're teaching. You also need to be able to demonstrate it practically. So you need to be able to demonstrate yourself what you are asking your students to actually undertake and to do. And you also need to be able to discuss it. So if the way that you're explaining it isn't easily understood by a particular student in the way that you're initially explaining it, you need to be able to diversify, to move into that subject in a different way and discuss it so that the student is able to understand in the way that they need to. So they're the 3 key things that I feel that you need to be able to teach generally. But if we're talking about spirit, there is just one more thing that you need to be able to do if you're going to teach mediumship and teach people to work with spirit. And that is that you need to be able to attune to both their energy and to the energy of spirit as they're blending with them, because you need to know what's happening, you need to know why they're not understanding or why they're not linking or why they're not getting a particular aspect of information in a particular way. So I hope that's really helpful. So think about the fact that you know your subject, you have a real passion to share it, and you're able to share it in a variety of different ways.